let's move now to topic or chapter 4.3, the subspaces of vector spaces. Our objective is to determine whether a subset W is a vector space V is a subspace of V. Determine subspaces of R raised to N. Okay, so let's start with the subspaces. The definition of a subspace of a vector space. It is a non-empty subset W of a vector space V is a subspace of V when W is a vector space under the operations of addition and scalar multiplication defined in vector space V. So we have the operations, addition, and scalar multiplication, okay, with these two fundamental properties. Okay. Note that if W is a subspace of V, then it must be closed under the operations inherited from V. So meaning when you add two subspaces, it should be included in the vector space. Okay, let's have some example here. Show that the set W x sub 1, 0, x sub 3, where x sub 1 and x sub 3 are real numbers, is a subspace of R cubed, which with the standard operations. Again, with the standard operations, the standard operations of addition and scalar multiplication. Okay, our solution, the set W is non-empty because it contains a zero vector. All right, so again, in your x sub 1 and x sub 3 belongs to real number, and remember 0 belongs to a real number. So if your x sub 1 and x sub 3, this should be x sub 3, are real numbers, so we can have the zero vector. Okay, again, in your property, okay, when you say non-empty set, it contains a zero vector. Okay. Graphically, if the set can be interpreted as the CXC plane, as seen in the figure, all right. Again, for this x sub 1, so the middle, meaning the y, is 0. So your x sub 1 is here. And then we stay here because your y is 0, so you don't move to in front or at the back. You just stay here, then you go up because your x sub 3 is on this in the z axis. So meaning that point is on the wall, no? It's on the wall if you are in a three-dimensional plane. Okay? So the set W is closed under addition because the sum of any two vectors in the XZ plane must also lie in the XZ plane. Okay? So if we have two vectors, okay? So let's have another, if we have, let's say this is y sub 1, 0, and y sub 2. So definitely y sub 3. So definitely this also lies on this plane. And if we do add them, okay, if we add them, so we have x sub 1. Okay, so if we have v, this is your v sub 1, this is your v sub 2. So v sub 1 plus v sub 2, so it's equal to, yan, this one, x sub 1 plus y sub 1, then x sub 3 plus y sub 3. And again, the middle term is 0. And still, say you have any value. So if you have, let's say this is 2 and this is 3, this is, we can say this is 1 and this is 2. So this is 503. So this value still on this wall. So you move 5 units and then you stay here for because it's 0, then you go up 3 units. Okay? So still that this point is on this wall XZ. So we call this XZ plane. Okay? So it is a subspace under or close under addition. Okay, there's an example. All right. Now, similarly, to see that W is close under scalar multiplication, so we multiply a scalar. So again, when we multiply, still the middle is 0. So it is still on the XZ plane. Okay? The second component is always 0. So for example, if we have z equal to 3 over 2, and if we multiply, okay, which is also, again, the middle term never change, is always 0. And this value again, and if you have like this one, if this one is negative, so you move 3 units and then you go down 6 units. Still, this is on this wall, okay? And it is in the lower portion, okay? Let's have a theorem. This is a test for subspace. If W is a non-empty subset of a vector space, then W is a subspace of V if and only if, okay, these two conditions or closure conditions hold, okay? So U and V are in W and addition, okay, when we perform the addition, it's still in W. Okay, and if u is in w, when we multiply a scalar, this still in w. So we just perform two operations, addition and scalar multiplication. Okay, for example, if we have a set of 2 by 2 symmetric matrices, okay, show that w is a subspace of the vector space. Again, when you say symmetric, the transpose and its original matrix are the same, okay, or equal. So again, this we are just going to do the standard operation of matrix addition and scalar multiplication. Okay, recall that the square matrix is again symmetric when it is equal to its own transpose. So set M sub 2 by 2 is a vector space. So you only need to show that a subset of M sub 2 2 or by M 2 by 2 satisfy the conditions in 4.5, which you have the 4.5 is, operations. You have the operations, additions, and scalar multiplication must hold. Okay. All right, so begin by observing W is non-empty. Now, W is closed under addition because for matrices A sub 1 and A sub 2 in W, then this must be, okay, your A sub 1 is equal to the transpose of A sub 1. Same way if we have this one, no? Which implies that, okay, when we do the addition, again, we're talking about symmetric. So, when we do the addition of the transpose, dapat it should also equal to the sum of its transpose. And it should be the same, no? So, this one, when we do the addition, okay, that is similar to this one, okay, the transpose. Now you can apply or use some example, like in this case, no, symmetric. Now this one is symmetric. This is also symmetric. Okay. So when we uh, take the transpose, okay, similar. And if we do the addition, if we add them, okay, we add for this side, okay, we follow this one. We add first, and then this one, we take the transpose of each. Okay, so when we add these two, we add, so that's 1, and this is 8, 4, 8, okay, 2, 1. And we take the transpose, it should be the same, okay? They are the same. So therefore, a W is closed under scalar multiplication. Again, therefore, this one is that this property holds. Now let's have the other property, which is scalar multiplication. Okay, so again, we have this definition. If we have the C scalar times A transpose, so we do not include the constant in the transpose by definition, and these two must be equal. So if A is a symmetric matrix of order 2, then so is A is C times A. All right, example 3. Let's have another example. A set of singular matrices is not a subspace. Now, why? So let W be the set of singular matrix of order 2. Show that W is not a subspace of M 2 by 2 with the standard operations. All right. So to test for a subspace theorem, show that subset W is not a subspace, then show that W is empty. Okay, W is not closed under addition, or W is not closed under scalar multiplication. So in this example, W is not empty and closed under scalar multiplication, but it is not closed under addition. Okay, to see this, let us take A and B. So A, again, is this singular? So we multiply. Again, we say singular. It should be, okay, the determinant must be equal to 0. So in here, okay, so if we say, so the determinant of A, so that is equal to 1 or 0 minus 0, so it's equal to 0. The same way with the determinant of B, okay? Determinant of B is equal to 0 minus 0. Okay, so both are singular, okay? Let us do the addition, okay? Again, if we do addition, so this is example number 4, a subset of R squared that is not a subspace. So let us consider W. Show that W is equal to x of 1, x of 2, where x of 1 and x of 2 are both real numbers, positive real numbers, okay, with standard operations. Okay, why this one is not a subspace? Let's start with the addition. Okay, if let's say you have x of 1, 2, and x of 3, x of 2 is 3. Let's consider C is equal to negative 2. All right. This one is actually close under addition. Okay. So if we again, no, we're adding both positive, no. So if we have 2, 5 for, let's say, v sub 1, and v sub 2 is, let's say, 1, 0. Can, or maybe you can have 0, 0, no? So v1 plus v2 under addition, the result is 2 plus 1, 3, 5 plus 0 is 5. Still, this value 3 and 5 are non-negative, so still belong to sa the subspace W. Okay, so as long as we are adding positive values or positive numbers, the result will always be positive. Okay, so the definition of our subspace is this one, no? The value of x sub 1 and x sub 2 are both positive. So if the result when you add are the same, no, are both positive, then it belongs to a subspace. But in here, if we take a vector 2, 3, let's say your v1 here, or your v is equal to 2, 3. Okay, so but if your scalar is negative and you do multiplication, so what will happen to your values here? So negative 4 and negative 6 are non-negative, and it does not belong to W anymore because W says here it should be positive, okay, real numbers. And again, no, when C is always any real number, by definition, C is any real number. So we can use negative, we can use 0, okay? So when we do now the multiplication or scalar multiplication, this happens. So it is not close, not close under scalar multiplication, but it is close under addition. So according to the theorem, both properties must hold, okay, addition and scalar multiplication, to say that it belongs to a subspace. Okay. All right. So the result is not a subspace of W in R square. All right. Theorem 4.6. The intersection of two subspaces is a subspace. Okay. If V and W are both subspaces of vector space U, then the intersection of V and W, denoted by, okay, this one, the inverse U, is also a subspace of U. So in figure, so if V is inside the or belongs to a subspace, then the intersection also as a subspace of U. All right. Let's have the subspaces of R raised to N. Okay, let's start with R squared. R raised to N is a convenient source of examples, source for examples of vector spaces. So the remainder of this section is devoted to looking at subspaces. Okay, so we go now to example 5, determining subspace of R squared. All right, we have here the problem, determine whether each subset is a subspace of R squared. So number 1, set of points on the line x plus 2y equal to 0, and number 2, set of points on line x plus 2y equals 1. Okay, all right, let's have the solution. Solving for x, okay, for number 1. Now this is for number 1, wherein we have x plus 2y equal to 0. Now to view this one, okay, to view these two sets, for number 1, x plus 2y equal to 0 passes through the origin, no? Because the constant is equal to 0. No? That is an indication in if we have a general form of the line, if the constant is equal to 0, meaning that passes through the origin. All right. So, and this one, the second one here, all right, which is x plus 2y, okay, this one, x plus 2y equals 1. It passes through, remember, if we have y is equal to 0 for x axis, or y is equal to 0. So if y is equal to 0, then of course you have x equals 1. So it's here, okay? And if you want to determine where is the point when x is equal to 0, that is the y-axis. All right, so your y is equal to 1/2. Okay, so it's 1/2 here. So that's why we have the straight line. And remember, these two are linear equations. So let's go first with the first equation. Okay, this one. X is x plus 2y equal to 0. If we solve for x, we have x is equal to negative 2y. And since we have one equation, okay, so for us to get the solution, we let your y equal to t, a parameter, so that your x now is equal to negative 2t. Okay, so that's why we have this solution. Okay, so, and of course, t is any real number. Okay, let's move to the next solution. All right. Now, to show that this is closed under addition, okay, so let us have v sub 1. So we create two vectors, okay, and let's name that as t sub 1, and we have t sub 2. So since we have the basic, okay, for the v, we have for that equation, no, for that equation number 1 to, no, so this is 2x plus y equal to 0. And our v here is, the solution is negative 2t, where t is any real number. So with that form, if we have v sub 1, so let's name this as t sub 1. By the way, you can use other letters. So you can say a, so you can say this one is b. All right, since we started with t, we can use, of course, similar to that one. But again, you can use other letters, no, to represent the parameter. Okay, so let this be two vectors, okay, and of course these two will be still in R square, no, that is in R square. So if we add, okay, then we have negative, okay, if we add this one, okay, you can say that's negative 2t sub 1 minus 2t sub 2, okay, comma, then t sub 1 plus t sub 2. Okay. Then in here, we can factor out negative 2. So we have t sub 1 plus t sub 2, factor out negative 2, and then t sub 1 plus t sub 2. Now, I can represent that t sub 1, you can represent that t sub 1 plus t sub 2 equal to t sub 3. Okay? So I can get now the same form, no? That's 2, negative 2, t sub 3, t sub 3. You see? All right? So again, we let t sub 3 equal to t sub 1 plus t sub 2. So the v sub 1 plus v sub 2 lies on the line, no? Because they have the same form. They have the same form. And the set is closed under addition. What about in the other theory, the other property that you have to show is the is it closed under scalar multiplication? Okay, is it closed under scalar multiplication? So if I say my c is negative 2, then this one must hold. Okay, so you see here, negative 2, my c, I let c sub c equal to negative 2. And again, your c, the scalar, okay, this is your scalar, is any scalar, any real number. So if I multiply, so what will happen now? Actually, what will happen? This will become positive 4t sub 1 and minus 2t sub 1. So does it look like negative 2t and t? Okay, but you can rearrange, or we can factor out. If I factor out, so you see I multiply it here, but I retain the negative 2 t sub 1. And then you multiply it here, negative 2 t sub 1. And this 2, if I let now this negative 2 t sub 1 as t sub 4. So I still have the form, okay, I still have the form negative 2 t sub 4, t sub 4. So the same form as this one. So with that, the set is, this set is a subspace of R squared. Okay, so you have proven that the given equation 2x plus y equal to 0 is a subspace, okay, or of R squared. Okay, what about number 2? Let's move to number 2. Okay, now this subset, okay, we have here, no? Yan. Looking at the figure, that's why I showed this figure previously. This one, okay, this is a subspace, no? As we have proven with the um, two properties, no? Dalawa lang naman. All you have to do is to prove the two properties. And of course, there must be, no? There must be a zero vector. Now, in this case, no, this subset is not a subspace because every subspace must contain the zero vector. And this one, it does not go to 0, 0. It does not pass through 0, 0. So we say now this is not a subspace because it does not contain the 0, 0. Okay? Again, for it to be a subspace, it must contain 0, 0 vector. Okay? So we just looking at the at the function or at the graph, you can easily determine if it is a subspace or not. Okay? All right. Of the two lines, these two lines are given, the one that is a subspace of R squared is the one that passes through the origin. Okay, this is what I'm telling you previously. This is a characteristics of subspace of R squared. Okay, remember this. Remember this. No, this must be given in the question. No, objective type. No, that is if W is a subset of R squared, then it is a subspace if and only if has one of the forms listed below. So we consider this as just a summary of how we say that is a subspace. Consists of single point. Pwede siya, it can have a single point. Consists of all points on a line that passes through the origin, all points on the line, and consists of all R square. So that is plane. Let's move here. Okay, yan. This figure. So could be it consists of a single point. It has all points on the line and points on the plane. Okay, and a point here and a point here. Okay, so it could be a plane. Okay, R squared. All right. Now let's have the example 6, a subspace of R squared that is not a subspace. So in the previous, we have the line, no? X plus 2y equals 1. All right. Now, look at this one. Show that the subset of R squared consisting of all points is not all points. This subset of R squared is not a subspace because the point 1, 0 and 0, 1 are in the subset. Okay. Now, this one, this is the figure, no? Okay. The unit circle, so show that the subset of R squared consisting of all points is not a subspace in here, okay? The subset of R squared is not a subspace because the points 1, 0 and 0, 1 are in the subset, okay? Okay, it's in the plane, okay? But when you do the addition, if you add, it becomes 1, 1, which is no longer in a circle. Okay? It's no longer in a circle. So this subset is not closed under addition. Okay? Another way to tell that the subset shown in the figure, okay, show that the subset R squared shown in the figure, no, is not a subspace of R squared is by noting that it does not contain the zero vector. Remember, if this is our circle, okay, this is actually in equation x squared plus y squared equals 0. If we're going equals 1, no? It's equals 1 because we have 1 here. Okay? And this is a circle whose radius is equal to 1. And the point or the graph or the function is on the points, no, on this circle, and it does not contain the circle. Remember, at the center. Remember that point center is not included in the graph. Okay, it is just the point wherein we measure, okay, the distance, from that point. Okay, it has equal distances, no, by definition. But this point is not included in the equation. Okay, so you see, if you include that 0, 0, if x is 0, y is 0, oh, it's not equal to 1. Diba? So, 0, 0 is not included. And again, it is in the previous theorem, uh, when we have r squared, it must contain 0, 0. And in this graph, no, it does not contain 0, 0. Okay? All right, so this is a good example of r squared, which is not a subspace. All right, let's move to R cube, subspaces of R cube. Okay, now we have three components. Okay, three components. And we have two problems here, A and B. Okay. Determine whether each subset is a subspace of R cube. Okay. The zero vector A, the zero vector 0, 0, 0 is not in W. Okay. Now, although it says here 1, x sub 1, x sub 2 is belong to real number, but there is a particular value here. So if we're going to graph the function, I have a graph here, three-dimensional, no? Let's say this is your x sub 1, x sub 2, and this is your x sub 3. Okay? So x sub 1, let's say we have here x sub 1, and then we have x sub 2, and we have x sub 1. Okay? Let's say this distance is 1. Okay? So the point is here. And it's not in the origin. Okay? It does not pass to the origin. So that's why it does not contain 0, 0, 0 vector. Okay? And so with that, no, looking at this point, it will never belong to 0, 0, 0 vector. Okay? So it is not. Okay? It's not a subset. All right, what about letter B? This set is non-empty set because it contains a 0, 0 vector. Okay, so let's see. U, V1, V1 plus V3, V3, U1, U1 plus U3, U3. Okay, test for addition properties. Okay, so let us use V and U. Okay, if we do addition, okay, V1 plus U1. Okay, first component. Second component, this one, plus this one. Okay, and then the third component, V3, U3. V3 plus U3. Again, no? And if we add, okay, U1 plus V1 plus U1, then you have V1. I can combine these two first, okay, and then these two, okay, V3 plus U3, okay, V3 plus U3. All right, I can say this is my x sub 1 if, no, I can simplify, no, if instead of having a plus here, I can represent this expression as x sub 1. So this one is similar to this, so I can say this is x sub 1. And then v sub 3 plus u sub 3, let's say this is x sub 3. So this is also x sub 3. So that is now in this form. Okay? So, the form of the vector given of the W pala, no? W is that we have the first component, okay? And then the middle is the sum of the first and the third, okay? The middle is the sum of the uh, first and the third. So, which actually of the same form, okay? It is of the same form. So, we can say that it is a subspace for addition, okay? What about scalar multiplication? So, let's have our C. I can multiply that C, okay? So we have CV1, CV1 plus V3. So I use the V, no? And then CV sub 3. All right. So this one, if you multiply, okay. The first, this is the first component. Let us take this as x sub 1, and this is x sub 3. So this is x sub 1 plus x sub 3. Okay? So it is of the same form. So we say now it is closed under scalar multiplication. Okay? Again, no, you have to consider the given form. And whenever you are adding or you are taking the scalar multiplication, you have to go back to its form by, of course, representing the given in a single variable for you to can easily show that it is a subspace or not. Okay, so yeah, so we represent now your x sub 1 here as c sub 1, okay, c v sub 1, and x sub 3 c v sub 3. Okay, so it is a subspace. All right. Now, the graphic representation, note that the graph of each subset in the plane, okay, so as I graphed previously, no, so this is the first one, okay, and this is the second one, okay. So, in here, diba, we have x sub 1, x sub 2, and then 1, okay. So, x sub 1, then x sub 2, then 1. Okay, so if we show now, okay, the plane, okay, of course we have to draw that plane. So it does not, this plane, okay, the color does not pass through the origin. But in this case, no, if we have, let's say you have x sub 1, or let's take a example. Where you have the form x sub 1 plus x sub 3, and then x sub 3. Okay. Now, if my x sub 1 is 0 and x sub 3 is 0, so therefore my middle term is also 0, 0. Okay. If I say my x sub 1 is equal to 2 and x sub 3 is also 3, say, or maybe 2, okay? So, what happened to my point? So, this should be x sub 2, and then the sum is the middle 4, and then we have 2 again for x sub 3, okay? So, my x sub 1 is 2, example lang, this one is 2, and then my x sub 3, my 4, so move 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Because the one used here is actually 0, no? So, and then we go up 2 units again, 1, 2. But again, this is just a line, no? An example. But so this graph, mag-graph dito. Okay, so we draw that one. Okay, 2. Maybe can extend. Okay, and we have this. We have this graph. Okay, medyo malaki kasi 4. Now, But there are cases, no, if there are cases that it can still pass through the origin when the case is this one. This one, there's no way that it will pass through 0 because this is always equal to 1. Okay? Unlike here, no, you can substitute any value. You can have this, you can have 0, 0. Okay? So it will never be an empty set because it will always, it can pass through 0, 0, 0. Okay? So you can show that the subset WRQ is a subspace of RQ if and only if it has one of the forms listed. Okay, meron siyang, you can represent, or you can take value 0, 0, 0 or a single point. Okay, can consist that one. Consists of all points on a line that pass through the origin. Consists of all points in a plane that pass through the origin. So yung figure kanina, no? Like that one. So a plane that can pass through the origin. This is your plane. Okay. So previously we have, you can have this point, you can have this point, that point. Okay. And then it can also pass through this point. Okay. So this is that plane. Okay. Yung plane na yun. Okay. And if you extend, you can extend that. Okay. You can extend that. Okay. Can have this plane, okay? Can have this plane as long as it passes through, okay? Parang it's this is like in a in a in a corner in a room, okay? This is the corner. You can place a wall here, okay? Yan. You can place a wall here, and this is that plane, no? And it has this point. Or your wall can be this one, no? It can be this one. As long as this wall passes through the origin. Okay? Yan yung mga pwedeng maging, no? Plane nung number 2. Okay? Yung number 1, hindi. Kasi ang plane nung number 1, horizontal, no? Yung plane nung kanina, number 1, it's always like this. Okay? Yan. Parang can be, yeah, it's always like this, no? Because it is 1. It's always 1. Okay? So the point can be anywhere here. This is the plane. And it's fixed, no, there, because you have a height of 1. Now in here, now you can have several plane, no? As long as that plane passes through the origin. So it can be this one, can be this one, okay? And, okay, this wall. All right. So that is the difference, and that consists of all R cube, no? Ito yung sinasabi dito, no? All R cube. Okay? Yan. And consists of all points in a plane that passes through the origin. Ito yung plane, no? This is the plane. This is the plane. It's talking about that property here that passes through the origin. Okay? All points here. Okay? And these are the exercises. Okay, let's see. Let's answer some of the exercises. Verify that W is a subspace of V. In each case, assume that V has the standard operations. Okay, again, not standard operation. Okay, later we'll have not a standard operation. Okay, x1, x2, except 3. And all these are real number. This is always 0. Okay, so with this, again, this is a non-empty, no? It will not be an empty set, no? So it is a non-empty set because your x sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 3 can be 0, no? And again, it belongs to any real number, and 0 is a real number. So you need only to check that W is closed under addition and scalar multiplication. Again, no? In the operation, you need to do these two operations, no? Addition and scalar multiplication. And you also have to prove that it is it passes through the point 0, 0, 0, okay, or the origin, okay. So, but this one is r raised to 4, no? So with this given, okay, we can have that point 0, 0, 0. Okay. Now again, if this is 1, yeah, that is no longer, just like in the previous, that is if that is 1, not a space or more subspace. Okay, that will be the case. All right. So um, again, it belongs to, if we take two vectors, okay, of the same form, okay, belongs. So it follows that when we do addition, okay, when we do addition, okay, that will, and this one is 0, it still belong to, you can represent this as one variable, like x sub 1, and can say this is c sub 1, okay, this is c sub 2, and this is c sub 3, then 0. So you see, it is of the same form as this. Okay, just change the variable. Okay, so for any real number c, again, you can, when you multiply, the last term here will always be 0. Okay, and again, you can have c as 0, no? And still, it belongs to W. Okay, so this is a subspace. What about number 3? All right, now let's use now the 2 by 2 matrices. Okay, 0, 0, then we have AB. All right, 2 by 2 matrix. First, W is non-empty. Again, your A and B here can be any real number, no? It's a constant. Okay, so you need only to check that W is closed under addition and scalar multiplication. Okay, when considering this, let's say this is m sub 1 or mn. Okay, this is your m, this is your n. If we add, okay, this is m plus n. If we do add, this is always, okay, the diagonal is always 0. Okay, the diagonal is always 0. So it belongs to this form. Okay, it belongs to that form. What about the scalar multiplication? Okay, when you do scalar multiplication, this diagonal is still 0. So it belongs to W, which is yan, the set in this form now, in this form. So you always check the given. Okay? All right. So it is a subspace. Okay. What about a 3 by 2 matrices of this form? Look at this form. So let's check. Again, this one is always 0. Okay, A, B, C. This is A minus 2B. Let's see. Is it a non-empty set? Okay, consider A sub 1, B sub 1, A sub 1, B sub 1. Dito, we use the subscript 2. Okay. When we do the addition, okay, we add A sub 1 plus A sub 2, B sub 1 plus B sub 2. Then we add these 2. Okay. There's negative. Now we can add A sub 1 plus A sub 2. Then minus 2B sub 1, we factor out negative 2. So plus negative 2 times B sub 1 plus B sub 2. And then 0, 0, C sub 1 plus C sub 2. Okay? Now look at this one. You can say, this is A. Okay? This is B. This is, okay, now we say this is A. So we can still have that form A, B. This is A minus 2B. This is 0, 0, and this is C. Okay? wherein we say that A is A sub 1 plus A sub 2, B is B sub 1 plus B sub 2, and C is C sub 1 plus C sub 2. Okay? So you see it has the same form. Okay? Yan. Okay. This is it's already written here. Okay? So therefore, yan. That one, this one, okay, belongs to yan, W. Okay, because of the same form. This one I use A sub 3 here. Okay, A sub 3. So which is of the same form. Okay. Alright. W. The same. Scalar multiplication. Let's say I have K here as my scalar. So we multiply each. Okay, multiply. And remember, this one is similar to this. Okay, then this one is similar to this one. This is just following the form. The two are similar. These two, okay, similar. And then we have C. Okay, so again, if I let now A4 K A sub 1, B sub 4 is K B sub 1, and C sub 4 is K C sub 1. So we have this form. Okay, again, these two are the same. These two are the same, 0, 0, and they have one constant here. Okay, so the resulting form is similar to the given, so it belongs to W. Okay, all right. W is the set of all vectors R cubed whose third component is -1. Okay, is it this one is subsets that are not subspaces. Okay, why? Just have to prove why. Not closed under addition because it says here, no, set of all vectors whose third component is, so we can say A sub 1, B sub 1, or okay, AB, no? AB na lang. AB, third component is -1. Okay? So you can have 0, 0, -1. Okay? 0, 0, -1. This is an example, no? If A is 0 and B is 0, again, no, I put the in symbol, no? The one being described here, set of all vectors in R cube whose third component is -1. So I can represent the first component as A, second component as B, and says here the third component is -1. So if A is 0, B is 0, which is the example here, and if we do addition, this will become -2. It says here the third component must be -1. So it is not closed under addition because it becomes -2. So this one is not a subspace. Okay. Next is set of all vectors in R squared whose components are rational numbers. Rational. So fraction can be considered, no? So this is not closed again under multiplication. If C rational, no, C is pi. Okay? And V, again, no, sabi, rational number. But what happened if my C is not a rational? Remember, C is any real number. And irrational number is a real number. So I can say my C is, what about if my C is square root of 2? And this one belongs to an irrational number. So if I multiply that to B that contains rational, 2 is a whole number which belongs to rational. 1/2 is a fraction, belongs to rational. Okay, so but when I multiply that with pi, that will become 2 pi over 2, which is irrational. Both are irrational. Okay, so it does not follow the definition of given here for W, which is rational. Okay, and so it is not closed under scalar multiplication. No, when it comes to addition, it will pass, no, as long as you are adding rational numbers. So if I have 1 here, I have 3 halves here, my V1. My V2 is, I can have 2 fractions, no? I can have 1 half, and this is negative 1 half, okay? Any rational number, so it could be positive or negative. If I add the two, V1 plus V2, so 1 plus 1 half is 3 over 2. So which is a rational number? What 3 halves minus 1 half is 2 over 2 or 1. So which is also a rational number. Remember, a whole number is under the rational number. Okay? So under addition, it passed, but when it comes to scalar multiplication, it does not pass anymore. So you have to test the vector using the two uh, properties, addition and scalar multiplication. Another one, yeah, non-negative naman. Okay, W is a set of all non-negative functions. Okay, again, no, with a given, it will not be closed under scalar multiplication, because if my C is negative, then what happened to my function? It will become negative. No, that just like in this one case, my C is negative 1. C times my f of x is e raised to x. Remember, we're talking about functions here. Okay, continuous, no, continuous function. Remember the notation, no? And e is a continuous function. Then, if I multiply that with a scalar, which is negative, okay, then what will happen to the function? It will become now negative. So, it says here non-negative. So, it's not subset. All right, what about set of matrices 3 by 3? Okay, let us consider this, no? Okay, dito pa lang, no, we can say, if you do the addition, what will happen? This will become 2. Okay? Oh, not close, because in the scalar, no, if you do scalar multiplication, this will become 2, 2, 0. We have, it should be 1, 1, 0. Okay? If we add, say, I have here a 1, negative 1, 2. Any number, no? Like I have 0 here. This must be 1. 3. Okay? This must be 0. 1, 4. Okay? So again, if I add that to the same form, 1, 1, 0. Okay? I have 3, 2, 0, 1, 0. Let's say 0, 2. If I do addition, what will happen? Oh, what will happen to this? 1, 1. That will become now 2. So, dyan pala, it does not follow the form. Okay? So, it is not closed under scalar multiplication, not also closed under addition. Okay? Dito naman kasi, just prove, you, you just have to prove, no, na it is not a subspace. With just one property, which does not which does not hold. Okay, so you can say it is not a subspace anymore. Okay, all right, what about W is a set of all vectors in R square whose second component is the cube of the first. Okay, so second component, so set of all vectors in R square. Let's say I have V here, or say A, and the second component is cube, A cube. Okay, so this is the representation of that W, one vector in the under W given in this problem. Okay, so if I have my A is 2, so and my in V A here is 3. Okay, so if I do addition, so I will have 2 plus 3, that's 5. Then 2 cube plus 3 cube. Then when you add this is 8 plus 27. Okay, and that will give you 35. Okay, 35. And this one, 35 is not equal to 5 cube kasi dapat if you do addition, it must be 5 cube, okay, to follow the form, but it does not follow, okay? So it is under addition, it is not closed anymore. What about scalar multiplication? You have 3. You multiply 6. 2 cube is 8 times 3, that's 24. If that will be 6, so you should have a form 6, 6 cube. But this one, 24, is not 6 cube. So it does not hold. So both properties do not hold. So it is not vector space. So with this, now you have to, in the problems that in the examination, you have to be ready for this. Again, all the exercises here, it's supposed to be your exercises, but I have shown already the solution so that you can work with your homework. No, there are still some problems in your homework that are not similar, no, that are similar to this problem. Okay. All right. There's one more here. A set of all positive functions. Okay. This is your work already, no? So you have to work on this. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe sige, let's answer. No, let's answer. No, determine whether the subset of, again, continuous function, subspace of continuous function, the standard operations. Okay, standard. Okay. All right. So set number 1, 20. This is number 21. This is in your book, no? I think that's Larson, no? I took all the problems here, no? So some of the problems. The set of all positive functions. So your f of x is positive. Okay. If, again, if that is positive, when you have the scalar multiplication of negative, so it will not pass anymore. So it's not a subspace. Just take one. If you are asked, maybe in the problem, state one a reason why it is not a subspace, or you can say this one, okay, or prove that addition does not hold. So you have to show that, no? There are some questions like that. All right, what about the set of all even function? Remember, when it is even, when you substitute negative to the function, it will be the same. Just like if you recall your calculus, if you have polynomial functions, okay, say you have square or raised to 4 plus 3x squared minus 6. This is your f of x. Now, if I replace now with negative x, okay, so negative x raised to 4 plus 3 negative x squared. All right, what will happen? Of course, even exponent, that will be the same. Okay, plus 3x squared minus 6. So, the same, no? We can say it is the same as f of x. So, the f of negative x is the same. Yan. Okay? So, that is even. And in polynomial, you can easily identify that, no? The exponent are all even, no? The constant is an even function, no? If you have f of x equal to 2, then it is an even function. It's like x raised to 0. And remember, 0 is an even number. Now, you can also have functions like f of x. You can have x squared plus 3 over 1 minus x squared, like that, no? So when you substitute negative, so this is even, so you will come up with the same function. So you can see, check that these are even, no? The functions are even also, okay? So, but if this one becomes cube, it will become And if you replace it with negative, so it will change the sign. Okay. All right. Now, so are this subspace, no? Non-empty and close under the addition and scalar multiplication. Okay. So if you are adding two even functions, okay, so let's say you have f of x sub 1 equal to x raised to 4 minus 6x squared, and you have f sub 2 of x still even, x squared plus 6. Now if you add these two, f sub 1 plus f sub 2, then you will have, since the exponents are even, okay, minus 6x squared plus x squared plus 6. Then you have x raised to 4 minus 5x squared plus 6. Okay, you check all the exponents, still even. Okay, okay, so you will have even functions, so it is closed under multiplication. Now if you multiply scalar, even if you multiply that with negative, okay, so let's say your f sub 1 is multiplied by negative 2, okay, so that is x raised to 4, no, minus 6x squared. It will not change the exponent, it will just change the coefficient, no. So that will become, so let's multiply here negative 2. So it will just become negative 2x raised to 4 plus 12. But still, no, the exponent does not change when it comes to scalar multiplication. So it is a subspace, okay, and it is closed under addition and scalar multiplication. Okay, all right. What about if we have m by n? Okay, the set of all upper triangular matrices. Number one problem. Set of all upper triangular matrix. Again, upper triangular matrix, yung nasa baba, lower portion are all zeros. Okay. All right, so let's just consider this is an example, no? You can prove with the example, you can prove using the variable, okay? Now, if I say my zero is, and my C is 0 and negative 1, let's check, no? If it is a subspace. So, if I multiply with 0, okay, so my C is 0 times m sub 3, 3. Okay, if I multiply that with 0, so everything will be 0. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 0. So, and this one still non-empty set. Okay, kasi may 0, 0 vector yan. Now, if it is negative 1, m 3 sub 3. If it is negative 1, of course, this 3, 0 here will not change. Okay, so the result will still be triangular, upper triangular matrix. So it will not change the form. So again, can multiply any value as long as this is 0, no, it will not change, no, it will always be an upper triangular matrix. So it is closed under addition and scalar multiplication. Okay. Next one is the set of all n by n singular matrices. When you say singular again, the determinant is 0. So the determinant of m 2 by 2 here is 0 minus 0 is equal to 0. So singular matrix. What about this one? Determinant of n is 2 minus positive 2, so 0. Now, if I do addition, again, if we do addition, it has been given as example, no? M plus n. Let's just have this one. So you have 0 plus 1, so 0, 2, 0, 1, plus 1, negative 2, negative 1, 2. If we do addition, so we have 1, negative 2, positive 1, and 3. Okay, if we get the determinant of m plus n, so that's equal to 3 minus negative 2. So this is equal to 5, which is not equal to 0. It's not singular anymore. Okay, so it must be singular. For it to be singular, the determinant must be equal to 0. So, not a subspace. Okay? Another one, R cubed, no? With the standard operations. Okay? So, this one. 0, x sub 2, x sub 3. Standard operation, no? Alright, so let us consider for us to have the addition. Okay? For the addition, if we add, okay, then we'll always have this form, no? Because this one is 0. But again, no, when it is 1, remember, it will not be uh, it will have an empty set, no? So again, it is in this form, no? 0, the first element or the first component is 0. And this one is any value. Okay, when we do the scalar multiplication, of course, the first component will always be 0. And the last two components still any value, okay, any real numbers daw. So it can be negative, positive. Okay. So it will not change the form that the first element is 0 and the last two components are any real number. So it is closed under addition and scalar multiplication. So it is a subspace. Okay? All right. Now look at this one. This is a different form. No? A minus 3b. Then we have b here. Let's see. All right. Of course, let us consider similar form. No? Similar form. I use a different, of course, it can be distinguished using the subscript. Okay, if we do addition, okay, addition, okay, what will happen if we add a sub 1 plus a sub 2, all right, first component, a sub 1 plus a sub 2, and then minus as a factor out negative 3, b sub 1 plus b sub 2, then b sub 1 plus b sub 2 for the third component. All right, this is, I can say this one is, again, we can take this as one variable. So what will happen? And this one is another variable. Okay, let's see. Let's take that as a sub 1. Okay, a sub 1 plus a sub 2 be equal to a sub 3. And b sub 1 plus b sub 2 be equal to b sub 3. So that what happens here. So a sub 3, and this is um, a sub 3 minus b sub 3, and the last one is b sub 3. So it is in the form, ito na pala yan, no? It is in this form, okay? It is in this form. So it is closed, no, under addition. What about the scalar multiplication? Again, when you multiply with 0, then you will have 0, 0, 0. And again, this one still belong to W because A and B is any real number. Okay, you can have C equal to negative, say if your C is negative 2, the C. So you have negative 2, let's use the W sub 1. Okay, so A sub 1, A sub 1 minus 3, B sub 1, B sub 1. So what will happen? This is CW sub 1. No? So negative 2 a sub 1, negative 2, let's factor out that one, or negative 2a sub 1 minus, sige, let's just consider that as a sub 1 minus 3b sub 1, and then minus 2b sub 1. Okay, so in here we have negative 2a sub 1, then there's negative 3 here. So negative negative 2, negative 2a sub 1, I can say minus 2 times negative 3b sub 1. Okay, then negative 2b sub 1. So if you consider your, let's say, a sub 4 equal to negative 2a sub 1 and b sub 4 equal to negative 2b sub 1, then you will come up with this form. No, I don't have space anymore. So what will happen is b sub 4, comma, then you have a sub 4, it should be a sub 4, sorry, this must be a sub 4, then a sub 4 minus 3 b sub 4, b sub 4. Okay, and this is what will happen here. Okay, and so I think that's the last. Okay, and we'll end up here. Okay.